Hello guys, welcome back to another story time. Today we are doing 3 story times, and these story times are made by my subscribers. So yeah, by the way, if you want to fill out your story time to be in a video, go to the description and fill out the form. Anyways, let's get started. So the first story time, this one has no name, so basically it's made by unknown. So let me read. Okay, so basically, me and this one kid, we will call him Chris, have been friends since like preschool or something like that. However, around 7th grade, Chris started acting really cringy and annoying, and I kind of didn't want to be friends with him anymore, which is completely fine. However, as the months passed, he started becoming more toxic towards me as well as my group of friends. One time in gym class, he said, "Why are you so becoming toxic? Oh, why are you so unathletic, you idiot?" This was very offensive to me as I do play sports, and that comment really made me feel uneasy. The next day, he proceeded to act like nothing even happened between the two of us. Chris would constantly ask dumb questions like, "Who is a better friend, me or your other friend?" And for a long time, I said both. One day, after he was being mean to us again, he asked the same question again. However, I had enough of this. I answered honestly and said that my new friend was a way better friend than he was. Then he went to block me on all social platforms, and even though we unfortunately partners for a presentation with 40% of our grade, which was in 2 days. Even during class, he would constantly be playing games on the computers instead of working on the presentation, which meant I had to spend many sleepless nights working on it. So I had the great idea to finish the whole presentation by myself, so I did that for the next 2 nights. On the day of the presentation, I showed this kid up so hard. I got an A+, he actually got a 0. Then he accused me of sabotaging him when, in reality, I simply solved the project as he was too busy playing games on the computer. I was done with Chris. I went up to him and said, "I told you stupid self to work on this project too many times. I hope you and your partners enjoy your 0, B-word." I did say a lot of terrible things to him that I probably shouldn't have. However, am I really at fault? And my personal thing, we're not at fault. Okay, next story time. This one, I'm looking. It has no name. So this story time is just unknown again. So once when I was in 5th grade, I was new to a school. Everyone looked at me and not having a partner to sit with. And the day went on me sitting alone for a day. But the second day, everyone was talking about someone. Let's call him A for short. So everyone was talking about A, the new transfer student. After the first subject is done, our sister/teacher, a nun/sister, I don't know what to call them, said everyone to congratulate A into the new class. He came in. First thing he did is sit with me. I don't know what else to do. I was like, he is sitting with me randomly, or is he taking pity for me sitting alone or something? And after that we met. We told each other our names and shook hands. And this dumb dude didn't realize I watched anime 24/7 and called me baka, idiot, which is Japanese word spoken in anime. Let's say I said the word back to him, and "Dude, bro, as you watch anime?" I said, "Yeah, you dumb." And we became BFF from 5th grade to it every year. I will leave the school, which is not gonna happen. And so, this last story time, this is not a sub-story time, this is actually made by me. It's a story time of how I originally ditched my friends, but then I came back to them after I realized these other people were terrible and worse. By the way, since for the safety, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, I'm not going to be naming names I'm just not going to be naming names. Okay, so basically, I guess let's start the story at 3rd grade. At 3rd grade, basically it was one of the first days of school or something when we had the lunchroom. Before that, I met this girl. Her name, I'll call her AD because there are other A's in the story, so I'll call her AD. Basically, me and her were friends and stuff. We sat at lunch together, and then when we've met this other girl. We will call her K. So me, AD and K were friends. We were the friend group. Okay, that all happened, and then next year, 4th grade or whatever, we were friends. And then when 5th grade come, it was foo. So basically, A and AD and K K did kind of start like annoying me and stuff, and it came to the point where like I didn't want to be their friend, so like I didn't. So basically I knew this other girl, she was a part of a friend group, and she was like friends with me, and by the time I realized, I thought we were like just friends, because let's be for real, she's like friends with literally everyone in the grade, so like we weren't like friends. And so basically after I like hung out with them and their group, and so basically the thing is there were two groups, like there's one group and then there's the other group, and like those two groups kind of combined, and so they were friends and stuff. So after that, it was like kind of like situation. I would like never talk and stuff. They'd always judge me for everything. They'd always judge each other. Another thing, they would like do weird stuff, like not weird, but just random stuff that you shouldn't be doing. Like for example, there's this one girl, we'll call her AY. She's I'm not saying that she is, but this is what everyone else except me in the group would say. She's overweight and stuff. They would say that she needs to lose weight, and then they would keep like doing stuff, and after that they would like be mean to each other and stuff, and they would always cause fights every day. Anyways, after that, like they decided, and like they was always target me, like whenever they were doing like a Q&A-ish video, and like not video, you know what I mean, Q&A like thing, they would like target me for questions, because they were like, oh, why'd you do this, why'd you do that, why'd you do that, and it was actually so annoying. Another thing, they would also call me NPC a lot, because I wouldn't talk and I'd be quiet. And also, like, they would say stuff like, oh, you don't belong here, you don't do this, like, you're not one of us, you know. Like, first of all, if you're in a friend group, you should not be saying that to people. That's just no. Anyways, and then basically, like, it's like 3 friend groups, except the other one's like in different classes. Other girl, we'll call her L. She is so sweet. Like, she's so sweet and nice. She's still my friend now. And yeah, basically, yeah, we were just like friends and stuff. And then it came that one day when like basically we were in PE/gym or whatever you want to call it. Basically, since it was like free day or whatever, we like did stuff. And okay, so sorry, someone came in my room. Back to the story. I forgot where I was. I believe I was at like the part of the gym. Okay, like basically we were doing like a question thing. Basically, again, all the questions are aimed towards me and stuff, but instead I like answered with a different approach. So basically, one of the questions are, oh, why'd you leave your old friends? And so I answered that. Like, they always ask me that. Like, they act like they have memory loss or something, which they clearly don't. Anyways, after that, basically after that, I asked them a question. I was like, so they keep asking me all this. I was like, so did you used to talk with me? Because basically when I first like joined the group and like I moved over to their table, literally everyone had that one look. Like that one look you give when you see something disgusting. Like, you know what I'm talking about. You know, like that look. They all did that to me. I was like, oh well, at the time. Like at the time I was just like, oh well. And so then I was like, so you used to talk with me? They're like, yeah, we still do. Yeah. And I was like, okay, do you still do? And they were like, yeah. And then they're like, why do you hang out with people who still talk about me? And I was like, I don't know if you talk about me or not. That's why I'm asking the question. They said, yeah, they do. And then they were like, actually, also, we like kind of hate you. Like, who does that? I'm sorry. I mean, I'm kind of glad they did that, because no joke, the group was so toxic anyways. Well, anyways, that was like my 3rd story and stuff. But in the video, again, the forms are in the description if you want to put in your story. Goodbye.